I'm Rob.
And I'm Mia.
Building bigger isn't always an option.
So we're going to come up with 2 different plans to help build it better.
You choose, and no matter whose plan you pick, we guarantee the value of your property will rise.
I don't even recognize this. Because we find
Spaces in impossible places.
So where are we off to?
We're going to see Christine and Stuart. They've got 2 teenage daughters, and they live in your stereotypical city house, but it's about 80 years old, so the layout is horrible. It's dysfunctional, and it doesn't work for them.
That's where we come in.
We've lived in this house for 12 years.
The family was small and the kids were small, and it was just the perfect space for us.
Our little girls are now adult size, and they're outgrowing this space. Here we are. 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. Hold on. Sorry. Did I step on? Oh, sorry. I stepped on your toe.
It just seems like we're on top of each other all the time.
Dad, are you almost done?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Sorry. And it's not a place that's inviting to have people over or to entertain friends or family. It's embarrassing and it's frustrating most of the time.
Stuart, do you know where we put the pasta?
It's in there, isn't it?
At this point, I just don't know what to do. Sorry about the shoes. Careful not to trip.
What's the disaster? Be careful.
This is a mountain.
It is.
You realize you're standing in a basket.
I know. It's a little bit embarrassing because this is the first room people see when they walk in the house.
Yeah, it's a little tight in here. What's in the other room?
This is our living room. Welcome. Come on in.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Watch the shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very beige in here.
Doesn't get much bigger either.
Yeah, I actually tried to bring in some flowers to make it a little bit more lively in here, but it just ended up looking more like a funeral home.
Not the feel you want to go for in your living room, but
No.
And the girls like to bring some friends over here, and when they do, there just isn't enough seating and it isn't enough room for us to have all our things and get together.
It's a nice, comfortable couch. It's just this isn't a big room.
And as you can see, it's very compartmentalized and broken up into all these little spaces.
wow, this whole room is a dining room table.
This is basically the room that killed my chances of making any friends. Because if I invite people to eat over, just imagine what it feels like when you actually have to have people sitting
But how do
back
they sit?
there.
Like, I can't get into that.
I challenge you to sit down.
I'm trying. Well, a bigger guy, not that big.
And it's very hard to serve them food because it blocks access to the kitchen.
Hence why the whole table is pushed against the wall.
That's right. And this is where they practice their violin.
So it's a music corner?
It
Sort
is
of.
somewhat.
But it blocks off the whole...
It's a barrier.
Let me give it a shot.
You look like a natural.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you a new alarm clock to wake up to every morning. Are you ready for this?
That's beautiful.
That's terrible. That's awful.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it.
Wow, this is the smallest banquette I've ever seen.
We used it at first when the kids were small, but now that
Makes sense.
they're adult size, it's just too tight.
So I might use it maybe to work on my puzzle, or the kids might use it to do art. It's a little bit frustrating because I feel that we always congregate around this area where the sink is and the stove is. Stuart is my sous chef, and I are always in each other's way. We have things that we can't put away.
So as a result, we tend to store some of our food in this other room.
This is why we never eat outside on the deck, because I would be just horrified to bring any guests through here. It's such an eyesore. I'm so embarrassed. Let's just move on.
And here's our basement.
There's a bed right in the middle of this room.
If we have people over, that's the guest bedroom for our home.
Lucky them.
On this beautiful blow-up mattress.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Or if it's people that we actually like, Stuart and I will sleep down here.
A lot of clutter.
Nobody ever comes down here except me, because I have to do laundry back here. And it's
Laundry room?
just not somewhere anybody wants to go.
Why don't you guys show us the second floor?
Great, follow me.
Careful. Don't step on the guest room as you're going by.
This is our daughter's room and our home office.
I noticed.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that.
She does not appreciate
Teenage
that.
girl loves that with her dad working in her bedroom.
We all know there's nothing young girls like better than having
father in their room
in
while
their
they're
room
trying to sleep.
constantly. Yeah. The two just don't jive.
Right
No.
beside you, eh?
Yeah. Having an office in a bedroom is
No, it's not
the
a good
most
mix.
practical.
Not for a teenage girl.
This house feels like a bit of a failure and embarrassment.
We need someone to get in here and fix this place for us.
Definitely have a lot of issues to deal with in this house. So we need to find a way to get you guys a home office that's not in your daughter's bedroom, a second family room for your children and their friends to hang out in, a better living room, dining room situation downstairs with better flow and a place to entertain your guests, a better kitchen where you've got more prep space, a music area to get all those instruments off the main floor, and a guest bedroom so your guests actually feel welcome. My plan is to tackle the main floor. I can resolve a lot of issues for them and help bring back some flow to that space.
My plan? I'm going to the basement. It's not used. It's completely underdeveloped, that basement, and it's wasted space. I've evaluated your house at about $700,000. So what we're gonna do is come up with 2 separate design plans that solve as many of your issues as we can. And you can choose the one you like. So not only are we gonna solve the problems, it's also gonna increase your property value as well.
That sounds amazing.
All right, guys.
Thanks very much.
We're back, and we've got 2 really great design plans, and I'm gonna start on the main floor. I'll start by removing all the walls and open up the space. I'll build a new coat closet in the entryway to deal with your overflow of coats and shoes. Your new kitchen will be rearranged to give you more counter space and cupboards by adding a peninsula. I'll add extra storage in the dining room so you no longer need to store your dry foods in the mudroom. And finally, I'll replace the kitchen window with a door to give your family access to the backyard and bypass the mudroom that you hate so much. I'm able to give you a functioning dining room, living room, and kitchen area. On the downside, I'm not able to give you guys a home office, a guest room, a second family room, or a music room. But what I was thinking is you could move all of your musical instruments down into the basement and maybe invest in a pull-out couch, and then we've got everything you guys need. The budget for my design is $70,000, which I know is a lot of money, but once you invest that in this main floor, you'll see a return of $95,000.
I love the distinct areas. It's open concept, yet it respects in the individual areas of the main floor.
It's good. It's a tough act to follow, but I'm going down to the basement. I'll steal space from the oversized mechanical room and use your existing laundry room to create a combination laundry bathroom that everyone will want to use. I'm going to expand that narrow hallway and turn it into a family room for your daughters and all their friends to hang out. And Stuart, I'm going to give you a home office just off the family area, along with a music area for your piano and all the instruments. And finally, I'll turn the rest of the basement into a guest room so your family and friends aren't sleeping on that air mattress anymore. So what my plan does for you is gives you a full guest bedroom. I've got an area for your music, a second family room, and I have an office down there as well. So I'm not dealing with the main floor, but if I can get the musical instruments out of here, that's gonna free it up a bit. And also your kids will be able to go downstairs and kind of hang out and make the noise down there. My design's gonna cost $45,000 to do, but it's gonna increase your property value by $65,000.
I could have never imagined putting a guest room down in the basement. I don't know where you found the space.
So 2 great design plans, one dealing with the basement, one dealing with the main floor. Give us a call and let us know which floor we're gonna reno.
And we'll be ready.
Okay.
So, Stuart and Christine's basement. I feel good about it. You know how I like doing basements.
I like Rob's plan because there's a guest room downstairs, gets a space for my musical instruments.
But you know the layout on the main floor is not working.
I love the way that her plan opens up the whole main floor. Did you see she put a closet right in the entranceway? That's excellent.
What was that?
Is that them?
Rob speaking.
Hey, Rob, it's Stuart and Christine. How are you?
They're good. How are you?
Not too bad. We thought long and hard about it.
Yeah?
It was a tough choice, but we've made a decision.
And the decision is...
Well...
What was that? Well,
Is that
could be
them?
stuck. Rob speaking.
Hey, Rob, it's Stuart and Christine. How are you?
They're good. How are you?
Not too bad. We thought long and hard about it.
Yeah?
It was a tough choice, but we've made a decision.
And the decision is...
Well, decided to go with... Mia's plan.
Oh,
Nice choice. Woo!
she's pretty happy about that. She's jumping up and down in her seat.
In the end, having access to the backyard without walking through that mudroom just did it for me.
Yeah, and I think having the main floor is going to be great for us. That's where we spend a lot of our time.
I'm so excited to start
Yeah, I
cooking in
can't-
that new kitchen.
Can't wait.
There we go. The struggle is real. It's pretty solid.
This is harder than I thought.
You're doing great.
Splinter! Woo! Flo's call. Now I need some gloves.
You guys start on that wall. We're gonna start at this end, and we're just gonna start
the walls now?
working towards each other. Yeah.
Are we gonna kiss in the middle?
If you get there, Tony, I will kiss you.
I'm giving her.
Okay, cut.
Studs?
Cut away.
Originally, Christine and Stuart's main floor was completely compartmentalized, so a lot of little rooms that had no flow to one another. What we want to do to help them solve this issue is rip out all of the walls. Cuts like butter.
There's lots more butter to cut. Keep going. Cut the next butter.
This is a space that they desperately need to use, so we want to give them a proper living room, dining room, and kitchen that flows evenly.
Timber!
We're experts at smashing. All right, Anna, I think we're ready to start screwing.
Brandon and Anna, they're framing in a closet. This closet was so desperately needed because there were jackets and shoes all over the place. Now the jackets can go in the closet and the front hallway becomes much more inviting. All right, give her my love. Christine and Stuart hated that mudroom at the back of the house. The flow from the kitchen to the outside was ridiculous. This used to be a window, and clearly we're knocking out the bottom of the window to make a new doorway to the backyard. Okay, heads up, heads up. What's holding the window? There we go.
Good work, Hulk.
Hulk, smash! Okay, let's grab a big hammer and start smacking out the masonry.
Shall I give her a waxer?
Be gentle.
Tap it in. Tap it in.
This is a much better idea. First of all, a great flow to the backyard, straight from the kitchen right into the deck. And it's gonna let so much more light flood into the kitchen. It works both ways. There you go. You have the soft touch of an ox. Brandon, give me a hand, will you? Oven's here. I want the vent to go up and out that way.
Okay.
I know we're gonna be fine here. There's gonna be cavities in there. That's easy. Just don't know what's on the outside there. Okay, so
Looks like we'll miss that window, so we can just go straight back.
Let's just pull that sheet. Back in the day, you didn't have to vent the hood over the stove. Now it's to code and you have to. You need to get that hot air out of the house. If you don't, those smells and smoke build up in the house, but worse still, it could be a fire hazard. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. That is a complete mess. Holy crap. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Holy cow. That is a complete mess up there. That new piping has just gone right through the joist. If you take an 8-inch beam and put a 4-inch pipe hole through it, there's nothing left of the beam to hold up the ceiling. Do that to 3 of them, and things start to get dodgy. That's cracked all the way. Is that joist compromised as well? Like, is there a hole in that one?
Yep, this is compromised. This is compromised. There's a big notch here, notch there.
So, take all the black ABS out. Fix the 3 joists, put new ones in, then run a new pipe underneath those joists, tie it into this, make a bulkhead around that. Everything's solved, everything's flowing downhill. Bathroom's not gonna fall in the kitchen. It's day 4 and we've made some headway. First and foremost, our plumbing and structure issue. It all had to go, so we tore it all out. I've got new joists in here that are so much stronger than the old ones. Then I had my plumber come in and reroute all the plumbing underneath these joists. It wasn't a budget killer. It was $1,000, but it had to be done. So that leaves us with this big orange tarp. This is a containment tarp. On the other side is the exposed brick wall. And what we're doing is media blasting that wall. And it's gonna dramatically change this main floor.
Luke, I'm your father.
So, we're gonna media blast this brick. And what that is taking a high pressure hose with dry ice in it and blasting it again here. And it's gonna take off all that imperfection. It's really gonna make the brick a lot easier to seal, and it's actually, with using dry ice, a lot easier to clean up.
That's the texture you want to get to?
But this looks very, very good.
And this thing's pretty clean, eh?
Yeah.
Who are you gonna call, LeVar?
Oh, wow, this is unbelievable.
You like it?
The first thing they said was it was really claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It was insane in here. So the solution is perfect. This gorgeous big closet.
It's a big one. You'd think it would close it off, but it doesn't.
Yeah, and then of course, once we put the closet in,
Yeah.
it created a new situation on the other side.
The nook.
The nook. I view it as the perfect place for a feature wall. So I'm gonna put you to work.
Uh-oh.
Christine said she always felt like her home is like a funeral home, so I wanted to make sure that we gave them a fresh start.
So what'd you have in mind?
So I was thinking,
Yeah?
using these etched wood blocks, we'd start
Okay.
all the way up at the ceiling
Yeah?
in a chevron pattern.
Love the chevrons.
Before, we had a really nice clean palette going on in the living room, which is great, but by having the feature wall, we'll really liven it up and add something special for them. So basically, this is where we're gonna put our ledger.
Okay.
At the top
That's
of
the top of the ledger,
yeah.
right?
Couple cuts.
Give her.
Let's do
Missed
this.
one.
Nailing it. One of the really great things about the feature wall is that it creates a focal point in the living room, so it's a contemporary update to an otherwise neutral space.
That looks great. Next
Oh,
tiling
so-
job, you can help too. It's another busy day here at Christine and Stuart's. Anna and Brandon, they're putting up the nice backsplash, and Tony and I are about to make this place cold and take the window out. Oh! I want to take the whole wood frames that we've measured from brick to brick, so this has got to come out. Give me a cup through there, will you?
You're free.
Oh, hold on a sec. These are just
those are-
sitting there.
Thing there.
The mortar's dried out. What's happened here is that rain or water has gotten onto this sill. It's eroded between the mortar. Over the winter and summer, it's expanded, contracted, and it's just blown the mortar out. Well, Mr. Bricklayer, we gotta fix that. It's important when you're putting a new window into an old opening, especially an old brick opening, that all the bricks are solid and in place before you go and install the new window. Okay, this window's huge. Brennan, Anna, can you go outside?
What?
Because the window's big, and we've got to kind of push it through, and I don't want to drop it out there, and I want you guys out there to kind of hold it up when we bring it through, okay?
You're doing the heavy lifting, though, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Tone, jump out. I got this. Oh, look at that.
So my side's done, right?
Yeah, Anna, you can come in. Brandon, you got to stay there. We are days away from getting Christine and Stuart back into their house. We've got a few things to finish up. We've got to paint the place, got to get the stair runner going up the stairs, and all the appliances are coming in. Christine and Stuart's old house was claustrophobic. It was tight. There was terrible flow. We've changed all that. Everything they wanted is here. I can't wait to get them back in.
I'm feeling really anxious, nervous.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to get in there. I can't wait to see how the house has been transformed and what it looks like right now.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my
This
gosh,
looks
look at this
amazing.
place.
I can't believe it's here.
I know, I can't believe the day's finally come. This is it.
Here they
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get in there. I can't wait to see how the house has been transformed and what it looks like right now. It's taking everything for me not to bowl you over and run in there
I
right
want
now.
to see this place now.
Just go. Just go.
Let's get
Go.
in
If you want to go
there.
now, just go.
Thanks.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my
This
gosh,
looks
look
amazing.
at this place. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
This looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot believe this.
It's just so open. It's gorgeous. Look at the living room.
This is incredible.
I can't believe this is our house.
It's the same place.
And look at that wall.
It looks so right there. I love the contrast with the lighter colors.
I'm so glad that you noticed the feature wall because, Christine, I wanted to give you something really special. So the geometrics, the chevron kind of ties together the rest of the space. And it's a nice additional element in here. So when you guys are all cozy on the couch, you have that gorgeous wall to
it
look
looks,
at.
Thank you.
Looks
It's
great.
absolutely
Love it.
beautiful.
And a TV feature wall.
Yes, that was
Let's not
wrong.
forget about that. Thank you, Rob. Look at this dining room.
I never would have thought just removing a wall would make so much difference. It looks so much bigger.
So just taking out that wall, I mean, it gives you that extra 2 or 3 feet that the hallway had. It allows us to bring the table in the room, allows you to get by. You don't have to move the table anymore. There's lots of space to move and entertain as well.
So now you can finally have a party.
So inviting.
That's it. What are you guys doing for dinner? Stay. I'll cook. This is beautiful.
Perfect.
I love that you don't have to get up when somebody has to go to the kitchen. That's what's so awesome about this space.
And I can't believe this kitchen.
Oh, geez, look at this.
It's fantastic.
And I have my little space in the kitchen. This is awesome. It's what I've always wanted.
So do you remember the banquette that was there?
Yeah.
That thing was too small, it was too tight, so get rid of that, give you some extra counter space.
I just can't wait to start cooking in here.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. I can't believe this is the same kitchen. I never knew there'd be enough space to put all these cupboards in.
There's storage everywhere, which means we're not putting stuff in the mudroom. Everything you need in the kitchen is right here.
So I don't have to go
Into the mudroom.
And this is great. Nice and spacious, easy to use. I love the controls on the top.
You know what? I've never seen a white sink before. These are absolutely beautiful. And look at the oven.
Have you ever used a griddle before? Because
No,
the new oven has
I
a
haven't.
griddle, so it's great for making hamburgers and pancakes.
Yeah.
And obviously a huge fridge right behind you.
And look, I love the undermounted lighting, and the backsplash is gorgeous. I'm gonna have people come over and be proud to have them over.
And I like how it flows from the front of the house to the back of the house, no hindrances. It's nicely divided into 3 distinct spaces, which I really like.
Originally, we assessed your house at $700,000, and we are working with the design and renovation budget of $70,000. What's so unbelievable is we were able to increase the value of your home by $100,000. So that now means your house is worth $800,000.
Enjoy it.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mia.
Enjoy.
Having our daughters grow up in this space, it's much more appropriate for the age that they're at. We have a much more usable space for us, for teenage girls.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's gonna be great for them to have people over and not feel like their parents are on top of them.
I've got a surprise in the fridge.
Oh.
Okay.
What is
do you
this?
We're staying for dinner. Steaks. Mia takes the steaks. Everybody start prepping some food now, all right?
Okay. So you do realize that's a bread knife.
It's a bread knife and an onion knife.
All right.
Grab your glasses. It's time for a toast.
Here's to never going through that mudroom again.
No
There
more
you go.
mudroom.
Except for my
Cheers.
bike.
Except for Stu's bikes.
Cheers.